General thoughts was I thought we played extremely well the first 10 minutes of that game, not just because we got goals, but because we were playing smart, we were playing on the defensive side of the puck, we were not giving up opportunities to them, we were getting opportunities ourselves. It was a real good start to the game. And then, hard to say this, but unfortunately, we got 2 goals. And once we got 2 goals, 10 minutes into the game, once we got 2 goals, we completely changed how we play. And you're going to give UMass a lot of credit for just hanging in there and playing hard throughout. We did not. We turned the puck over, played on the offensive side of the puck. Thought it was going to be thinking we were pretty good after 2-0. And UMass got their bus legs away from them when they started skating. And all of a sudden, I thought we, in general, lost our boys and gave the puck away all the time. The amount of turnovers we made were bizarre to me. But I've seen it happen a lot. I've seen it happen a lot. The team thinks they're better than they are. And get up 2-0 and prove we're pretty good. And then we started playing very, very unthorough. And UMass started playing very, very thorough. And that's why we wound up. That's why, in reality, it seems like we each got the same out of this game, but they got a lot more out of this game. Not only did they get a point in the row, they came back from a 2-0 deficit to get that point. And I thought, after the first 10 minutes, they outshot us and out-territorialized us the rest of the game. So for the last 15 minutes of the game, I thought UMass played a lot better. I can't say I'm surprised. We got a young team, they got a young team, things go. But I certainly am disappointed. I thought the 2 best players on the ice were the 2 goaltenders because both teams left their goalies out to dry quite a bit. Both goalies played extremely well.
As you said, Milan looked great, and I kind of wondered if part of it was the team was like, well, Kieran's just going to stop everything, so we don't really need to do too much more in front of him.
No, I don't think that is anything. I think it has more to do with, there's a puck, I'll go try to grab it and go, and I didn't get it because I was playing on the offensive side of it instead of there's more oppositioning and a willingness to play defense first. There was no willingness to do that after the 10. The idea was, let's go get some goals. And it was more like we were playing shinny hockey and they were playing thorough hockey. If it wasn't for Kieran, they win that game 4 to 5 to 2.
Like especially when you guys were trying to run the breakout, that's where a lot of passes seem to get sloppy. Is there something technical that you guys are working on that maybe was confusing?
No, had nothing to do with that. It had to do with guys didn't want to make that first outlet pass. Guys were hanging way up the blue line instead of getting back in position. We had people open. That wasn't good enough. We're going to carry it a little longer than it turned out. You know how good we are? I'm going to make a great pass instead of just the right pass. Most of our quote-unquote brand-name players had tough nights. Most of the guys that are supposed to be the guys we depend on did not play well tonight. They were, I think they were full of themselves.
Were you surprised at how well Teglia played his first career start with their captain goalie out of the lineup?
No, there's no pressure on him whatsoever. He's down 2-0, and all of a sudden we start fooling around, and that team plays a lot better. So he made some big saves. But he's a good goaltender. That's why they recruited him.
Things you're saying sound very familiar from some of the things we heard last year. And one of the things that didn't happen last year was guys didn't seem to learn from that, or if they did, it was very late in the season. Do you think that?
I don't think that was, most of the time last year it was lack of effort. It was lack of. This wasn't so much lack of effort. It was an effort to do too much on one side of the puck. So I don't think it was anything like last year. And we learn from it. We should. If we'd won that game, we would have won. Maybe we learned from it.
Coach, it looks like they were really keen in on Connolly and Denning on the right on the power play.
No, it didn't matter who was there. We played it right into their hands. They were over-pressuring that side, and we just kept passing right down the boards to a guy who was almost covered. He made bad decisions with the puck. 5-on-5, 5-on-4. 4-on-5 if you had a chance to get it out. Try to. And we just, I don't know exactly how many, I'll have to look at our book, because they don't keep turnovers here, but we turned the puck over an awful lot. We had possession of the puck and turned it over.
Coach, one positive that stands out is you held them to 0 for 5 on the power play, and they only had 1 shot. Can you talk about the penalty kill?
Yeah, I thought they only had 1 shot in the power play still. We did a great job on the ball. Maybe that's a sign that, hey, we're going to face some adversity here. They got an extra man. Maybe we'll play hard now and we'll be real smart now. But once it's 5-5 again, we have to be that smart. It's too cool.
Coach, were you happy with Trevino and Chiason's first game back?
Yeah, I thought they played well. I thought Nieto played well on that line. I thought that line was pretty sharp. Was Nieto the one that went in alone at the end?
Yeah, Chiasson sprung.
And I thought they played well. I thought that, they were jacked up to play, obviously. They gave us some more depth. I wasn't pleased with some of the guys. And even then, at times, they overhandled us sometimes.
Going to ask on that last play with Nieto, with the penalty from behind on a breakaway. Was there any talk of a penalty shot there? You might know the rules.
I can't say until I see the film. It appears to me he was in alone, and he got chopped from behind. If it's directly in alone with nobody, if it's not from the side when he chopped him, then it should be a penalty shot. But I don't know where he chopped him from. He chopped him pretty good.
From behind.
Coach, can you just talk about what you saw in that review? I couldn't really tell what happened from the press box.
I didn't see what he did.
What was the explanation?
The explanation was that the puck went through the net from behind the net out front after the net was tipped up. But what we thought was the puck before that went into the net, came back out of it. But they got the top, they could see it up top, so I'm sure they were ready for it. On the breakaway, my whole bench was yelling penalty shot because we thought it was from directly from behind. If it's from directly from behind and causes a penalty, then it's supposed to be a penalty shot. Like I said, I don't know if it was directly from behind.
It was, yeah.
Well,
Whether it
you can make
affected
comment on
his-
that, but the rule says if it's from directly from behind, and I don't know if I didn't see whether he came from the side or he came from behind. If he's from directly behind, it should be a penalty shot.
Anything else?
Is the penalty shot waived off if he still gets a scoring chance? Does
No,
that have
that's
anything to do with it?
that's pro rule. Nothing to do with it. Just because you get a shot on that doesn't mean you don't get a penalty shot.
Thanks.